Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk. And is it just me, or is it just cutting way too much shit way too fast this episode?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So, thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going over Season 2, Episode 3 of the Deuce. 750. You'll excuse me. I do feel much better. I am not 100%, so I'm going to ask you to bear with the quality of my voice, as well as I may cough through this sometimes. Just because I'm really fucking tired of taking fucking medicine. It makes me sleepy. I don't get anything done. I was looking for my Afro puff. I couldn't find it because I was asleep. I had to get the geese together pretty quick. So, here we go. So, we start our episode. And if you're new to the channel, I want to warn you that this is not a straight up recap. I do stream of consciousness. I do have notes. They do go in order. However, something may remind me of something else and we may jump around. So if you have not seen the episode and you do not want to be spoiled, or you didn't, and you just trying to get the storyline from me, wrong place to go. Check out the Deuce. But anyway, we start off with Lori and Cece getting ready to get on the plane for the porn awards. And Lori has to educate Cece. You know, I see a running theme off to the stream of consciousness already. Because a lot of you guys know I've made this before that I felt like Larry Brown was illiterate. Do you ever notice that there's this running theme that the girls are actually smarter than the pimps? In most cases. So, Cece's obviously never flown before. He does not understand that there are different time zones. And she is explaining it to him. And he's like, you know what? We're not going. You're too valuable. He's scared of flying. I feel you, Cece. Because I am too. But he finally listens to reason. She's like, you know I got to go. This is business. You know I got to go. So he lets her go alone. And when she's walking off, you could just tell she is so happy because she got some fucking freedom. She had got to that room. It was beautiful. She had seen that sun shining. And if I'm not mistaken, comment below and let me know if I'm wrong. She's originally from Minnesota. So she probably ain't really never seen that. The room is beautiful. You know, she's going to this award show. She just had freedom. And she got a taste of it. And as far as your pimp hand CC, that's where you fucked up. You should have just manned up and took the plane. Because that's all she needed was that little taste of freedom. And then she won. And then she met a guy that she fucked for free because she wanted to. He was telling her, which the agent, Fig from last week, told her that. Like, yeah, it's porn, but you're selling it. Like, you're actually acting. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and go storyline for storyline because as I said in the intro, this shit jumped around so much. Let me just try to go storyline by storyline. So, she gets back, you know, the other prostitute that used to be with, who got killed? Black Thought got killed. And like, she like, oh, well, did she win? And he like, I don't know. Pagers don't take long distance calls. I'm sorry, say what now? So really, her ass just ain't call you. Because even in the 70s, and I could be wrong, but how the fuck does a pager not take a long distance call? A pager simply says this person called you and you enter what number you put in. I understand we are talking about the 70s. I'm just not quite buying pagers don't take long distance calls. That was an excuse. Old girl is like, oh, he immediately get defensive. She just like, I really just didn't know that, because out of all the girls she do really seem like she just a country bumpkin and she don't be knowing shit. And he like, with your face, you ain't never gonna get out of town. That toxic masculinity right fucking there. I don't know if it's all men, but that is some typical black man shit right there. You mad at somebody else, so you just gonna lash out at whoever is in the goddamn room because you know you ain't got control over this one right now. So you just gonna take it out on the other one. That shit had pissed me off so bad because that shit hurt my motherfucking soul. Because if I don't know a nigga that's exactly like that, I know several. Ew, you guys. Ew. Sorry about that. Y'all know I'm sick and I was coughing up and it got on my hair scarf and I didn't know. That is so fucking gross. But at least y'all know I keep it 100 with y'all. I was wondering what the fuck that was. What? Ugh. That's good though. At least that means it's coming up. So that means I'm on my way to getting healthy. God bless. Anyway, so then he goes to get Lori. We see Lori come back. She won. She's got the award and she's real proud. And again, it could be all men. It could just be abusive men. It could just be controlling men. But what I know is motherfucking black men. And as soon as she come in, you feeling just a little bit too proud of yourself. I didn't have nothing to do with it. You better than me right now. Or at least in your mind, you feel like she better than you. So now you want to amp out. Oh, you think you better than me. So he's like, oh, good. You won that award. Now that means that's $2,000 for a straight fuck. Now again. Now Lori done got that little taste of freedom, girl. You shouldn't even fucking came back. So, she like, I'm not tricking no more. Which, let's keep it 100. Obviously, people know who she are. She done won this award. She's in demand. Quite sure she probably make enough just doing fucking porn. Because now, her booking fees and shit is gonna go up. Don't forget what you are. I know these is hookers. But see, this is the thing, and this is why I like the Deuce. Even though I am fascinated with the psychology of sex workers and what would make you do that, there's also a lot of very relatable things, especially if you are somebody that has experienced an abusive relationship. Because really, pimp hoe relationships for the majority of the time is just that. So, now CC is feeling all defeated and shit. He gets drunk and goes to the bar. Now I'm going to bring in Ashley. Dorothy, I guess we're going to call her now. Because that's her government name. And, you know, she's back. We didn't get a lot of her. We just kind of got the gist of, you know, what she's working on. What she's trying to do. Like, we're not trying to tell nobody they need to get out. But if they want to get out, we'll help them. We just want to make sure they're taken care of the way these pimps are treating them like their property. These are women. We need to make sure their mental health is okay. Their physical health is okay. They out there in the cold in the wintertime. Tricking ain't allowed to go in. Make sure they eating, they fed. You know, that type of thing. But at the end, she finally sees CC. And we see this throughout. Like, she asks about CC. When they're in the truck, you all gung-ho. But then when Abby, I always forget her name because she's so fucking forgettable. I can't stand her fucking character. She's trying to get CC to leave. The whole time, the girl was worried about seeing CC. She was scared to see CC. That's why she ain't get out the truck. Oh, I'm just used to California weather now, I guess. No, because you scared you gonna run into CC on the street. And at the end, she like, what's up, Ashley? And she like, so that's like a double. Be looking for motherfucking CC to start being real drunk and real abusive real fucking soon. I mean, like more than normal. Because now that's 2 L's he done took. This was your bottom bitch and she just skated on your ass and disappeared for however many years of a gap we got, 5 or 6. And then this one is blowing up and people are telling her she more than what she is. A lot of people don't even know that she's a prostitute. When she went to LA, then people don't know she was a hooker. They think she a porn star. They don't know she a hooker. He like, don't forget what you are. He taking L's left and right. Or he gonna start abusing that other girl because you can't fuck up Lori. Because now her body got to be on camera, so you can't cut her, you can't bruise her up. She gonna start taking it out on that other girl. Now, we might get a couple of these. I want to do a Zach Morris timeout. Because I feel like this. Once Lori got to California, and you got that taste of freedom, and you at a porn convention, and I get it, and I'm getting this with Candy as well. Eileen is her government name. I get it. Y'all don't want to be whores no more. But this is not fucking new to you. And Lori, you still fucking. If you didn't get in that goddamn motherfucking convention, that motherfucking porn convention, and did some work and got some money and never fucking left LA, bitch, why did you come back? For fucking what? You just won an award. Everybody is all fascinated. Everybody is telling you should move out to LA. This is where the porn business really is. And you know what this motherfucker is going to do when you get back home. But I guess that's like the psychology of an abusive relationship, that you felt like you had to come back so that he could be proud of you. But at the same time, what did you think was going to happen? I'm not tricking no more. What the fuck did you think he was going to do? He was going to be like, okay, baby. See, we used to think Larry Brown was the gorilla pimp. Really, it's Cece. Like I said, Larry Brown and Darlene, I'm kind of starting to love their relationship. I feel like when all is said and done, and he starts getting into the movies, making money, I feel like they're going to end up being a couple at the end. I do. And I'm kind of rooting for that. Damn, I never even said Zach Morris time in. So, Zach Morris time in. But fuck it, Zach Morris time out again, because I want to talk about Darlene and Larry. And the similarities between this and the show. So we have Darlene getting paid less because she black. Him not wanting to put Larry Brown in the movie because he's black. But are we not focusing the whole goddamn storyline of the Deuce this season around all the goddamn white people? Because we ain't got that much storyline with none of the black people. Now last season it was pretty even. And I get it. Maggie Gyllenhaal is our lead. James Franco is our other lead. So of course we're going to focus on them more than anybody else. But damn if we ain't getting the shit ton of fucking Lori. Damn if we ain't getting the shit ton of fucking Ashley. We getting a little bit of Cece, but Cece's storyline, he really just a supporting character of the Lori storyline. Can I hear some more about Larry Brown and Darlene? We see Method Man every now and again. How you doing? But to me, y'all made some meta shit that wasn't even meant to be meta. Because I'm like, oh, they not making as much money because they don't get as much screen time and don't as many people want to see them, I guess. Well, guess what? We see a couple drops of the detective, which I'm just going to eliminate that whole storyline altogether. We ain't even talking about that boring ass shit. I'm done with that. But I want to see more Larry and Darlene. And it's not because they're the black characters. It's because they are interesting characters. She is finding herself. She is learning. She reads. She's learning to be smarter. He is then becoming softer. And he like the one who I feel like, honestly, and I'm still going to say that's my prediction, that he can't read or nothing. that he understands. He's the one that understands. The era of the pimp is about to be over. I need to change my hustle. So just those storylines to me are interesting, and I want to see more of them. We already on episode 3. We only get 8. Tick, tick, motherfuckers. Tick, tick. When we gonna hear about it? Zach Morris time in. So now, moving on to Candy. So, Candy's out there. Harvey also wins, but before he even wins, he's getting the nomination, talking to Candy, and says, you know, I want you to know by some stretch, if I end up winning this award, you had a great deal in it. And she's just like, well, I only did that one scene. And he's like, that one scene made the movie. He ends up winning. So now she has more motivation. Like, I'm a director. I want to do this. I don't even want to be in the films no more. So they're at the party. Harvey already gave him the rundown. This is who you need to smooth so we can get, you know, if you want to get the money to fund your project. I know you don't want me to have nothing to do with it. It's all you, but this is what you need to do. Harvey is really very supportive of her. And I'm assuming because of this strained relationship with the father that we never actually found out why. And I can't remember if it's because she got pregnant or if he molested her. I think it's because she got pregnant and then like they fell out. Not 100% sure. I don't remember from last season. But it seems like this is the only man that's ever been in her life that actually encouraged her and wasn't trying to fuck her. Well, lo and behold, somebody tells her, listen, I can't fund this, but talk to this guy, drop my name. I bet you he'd love it. She's pitching it, this and this and this and this. He's like, well, you too old to be Little Red Riding Hood, so what you playing, the grandmother? She's like, I'm not in the film, I'm the director. And of course, she got to suck a dick for $10,000. Now, I'm just saying. And I feel like she caught that too, because that was part of the storyline where you see her get home and having her drink to herself and pulls that check out and she just looking at it. I believe she just had the realization, if I want this money, shit don't change. I still gotta please a man sexually to get this money. But hey, it's got to be a whole lot better than $20 a pop. I suck your dick for $10,000. Hell, I don't know if I would turn away sucking a dick for $10,000. I'm just keeping it 100. For $10,000? I might suck a dick for $10,000. I've been doing it for free all my goddamn life. I might suck a dick for $10,000. So you already a motherfucking hooker. You already got the mentality that I sell my body for money. To get to the goal, to do what you want to do, I can't knock her hustle. She needs $200,000. Go suck 20 dicks for $10,000. You done sucked way more than that for a lot less. Put your big girl panties on, because you can get the fuck up out of it for real after that. That's just how I feel. I feel like what we were seeing is kind of her coming to that realization too. Like, you know what? I'm really trying to leave this shit alone. But make this money. Don't let the money make you. You know what I mean? Like, if this what it take, ain't like I ain't been sucking dick for money. Let me do this. Let me get on. Okay? So the mob storyline. We talked about it a little bit last week. Well, at least the show did. I don't know if I brought it up. With the competing parlors. And the competing parlors are ran by another mob guy. The same mob guy that ran up on Paul. Like, you need to rethink your options. So then they go to the big head. Because they find out there's other parlors popping up. They undercutting us for cost. They using 13 and 14-year-old girls. Like, what's the deal? They have a sit down. They're like, we already said the Deuce was fair game. We can do whatever we want to do. Now, Rudy lets Paul go with his blessing. You know, Vince puts the money up for him to open it. Talks to Rudy, says he really want to do it on his own. You don't want to have mob ties. Rudy is like, it's cool. Comes back and tells Vince, like, I just want to let you know some shit about to go down, so tell him to think about it real wisely, because they about to start going after our people. And then we find out, because Rudy struck first. So you just gonna set the motherfucking parlor on fire, huh? So you just started a goddamn mob war. So I'm sure that storyline is gonna come back. Also, Frankie gotta go. Frankie gotta go because he's stealing too much fucking money. And now Rudy know about it. I'm not gonna hurt him because he's your brother, but you better holler at him. We gonna need his resignation. But then in this poker game, and now he just won this dry cleaners. So that might save his ass because now they have a good, legitimate business front. It's got to come into play. They wouldn't have showed it to us if it didn't. One thing I can say about the Deuce, even though everything was chopped up and they jumping around left and right, and too much in my opinion, everything do happen for a reason. Oh! My nigga Leon is home. He just goes straight into taking orders. He just goes straight into taking orders. What the fuck was that? Oh, my computer. My bad. He just goes straight into taking orders. That's what he like to do. That's his business. He loves it. Rodney's calling him a murderous motherfucker. But you know what? You next, high boy. Because he be fucked up. Because he be fucked up. I swear he just a pimp just because he like to fuck new girls without paying for it. I swear. He a pimp to support his pussy and his drug habit. Speaking of people with their own habit, Bobby talking about Flanagan, the cop, arguing with the Puerto Rican prostitute that's like his lover. And they're talking about these guys come in here to fall in love. They're chumps. Then what the fuck is you? Hi, Cattle. Have you met Pot? Like, nigga, you got a whole side bitch and a whole nother motherfucking family because you fell in love with one of the goddamn tricks. You sound like a bitch, bitch. But yeah, like that's really all I got to talk about because, oh, one more thing I got to say. Y'all know I got to say this. They gonna do this every episode to me, ain't they, y'all? You know this shit is gonna fucking drive me crazy. Because 70s New York, we gotta remind you, hey, is that John Belushi over there? Yeah. Oh, I love when he does that thing with the samurai and the sandwiches. We know the show is set in the 70s New York party scene. We fucking know. These name drops are taking me out of fucking everything because you're not even doing that great of a job of getting people that look like the people. And especially for them to not even be speaking fucking roles. Like, I didn't mind Abby talking to the dude, talking about you should go down to CBGB's. Because that's canon. That's in the same area. This is some shit we're talking about. These Andy Warhol last week and then fucking Jim Belushi this week, they gonna do this to me every goddamn week. Who from HBO Studios told them they had to do that? Because I don't believe the writers. Somebody told them they had to do that. And you're not going to tell me no different because it comes out of nowhere every fucking week. Hey, not that you're going to watch me, but HBO executives, we don't need that shit. I don't know who told y'all that they had to do that, but it's fucking up the program. Stop. And then on the side note, while I'm making my October schedule, I don't have it printed out yet. October 20th, I'm so down for Peter Dinklage playing the man to play Tattoo on the Fantasy Island that they were showing before this. I'm down for that, and I think I'm reviewing that. So anyway, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining me for this week's review of The Deuce. Thank you to my patrons. Now y'all know it's about to be the first again. I'm going to keep asking y'all, make sure that y'all got y'all shit together on there because some of y'all payments are declining. Because of Patreon. I'm not saying y'all broke. But just check that for me. Thanks. If you'd like to become a patron, we do start as low as $1 a month. I will tell you that in October, We do a big thing for breast cancer. We do a video every month, and I always send out my patrons some great thank yous with breast cancer and also for the holidays. So if you want to get in, now might be the time. Also, I want to thank everybody who's donated to my PayPal. If you don't have it to do monthly, you can support the channel with a one-time donation through paypal.me. I'm sure it's up there somewhere. It's also down in the link below, as well as other ways that you can support the channel through purchases. Now, if you don't have any money to do all of that, I dig it. The best way to support is become a Pynk Lady or a T-Bird. Join the House of Grease, and you can do that by clicking the subscribe button. If you're doing it down below, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when the rest of my reviews are up. You can also do it by clicking Sailor Jimmy at the end of the video. I thank each and every one of y'all for joining me. Keep it greasy. Deuces.
Hey yo, I dog these niggas like girl's best friend, right? Ren 1010, right? Haunted by my past, same shit, different mask like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? But I spotted you out like Spud McKenzie. Figured out the game like the Bloodhound gang. I thought you was my friend, you broke my heart again. Well, the game done switched. If you a dog, I'm a bitch.